Hey guys, Jason here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to the video. Today we are going to run the Rustler for the first time ever. Well, I shouldn't say first time ever. First time I've driven it, really. I bought this for my daughter for her birthday, so she's only ever kind of put it around in the front yard. She's been out at the field and stuff like that, but this will be the first time that I'm actually taking it off a jump and just seeing what this truck is all about. I've had one before a couple of years back, or whenever it first came out, but my son mainly drove it. So again, I didn't really put that many maybe like 10-15 minutes of runtime on it at the most. So anyways guys, let's get out and give this thing a run. All right guys, we're driving the Rustler. We are running the Proline Destroyers, the 2.8s, and just so you guys know, they only weigh about 11 grams heavier than the stock wheels and tires. So there's not a huge amount of weight. They're a little bit taller, but they're fairly close. Like I said, in weight and in size. I'm not really a big fan of the chrome and just actually the Traxxas Rustler tread in general. Well, my daughter wanted me to drive this truck because she said I never drove it, and well, now it's got its first bit of scratches on it. All right, what we're gonna do, I just want to get in and give this thing a couple of jumps. See how she does. I'm just curious to see how this thing does compared to the Haas. Well, so far my bell cranks aren't broken, so that's a plus. Definitely feels a lot faster than the Haas. Like the stock Haas with that bigger motor, this thing just rips. Ah, crap. Holy, that's fast. Okay, you know what we're gonna do, guys? We're gonna take this thing up. I did bring my GPS. Let's go give it a speed run. I'm actually kind of curious because it's definitely moving right now. And it's funny, I just had to think, what battery did I put in this? But yes, I did put a 3S in here. I was kind of worrying for a second. I thought, oh man, did I throw a 4S in here and this thing's gonna go poof? But no, let's go give it a speed run. Definitely curious to see, guys, how this thing does. I've never really like looked up. I don't know if you guys can see that right now. Kind of real time while it's close to the while it's actually close to the GPS. But I've never really looked up what the speeds of these are, just because I've never really cared. Again, I bought this, you know, I bought this Rustler more around the body, so it looked awesome for my daughter. She loved the colors, so I didn't really, besides from knowing that it was a Rustler, I really didn't have much. I didn't really have much other interest in it. But anyways, let's get out to the road. Full out. I don't think there was anything left. definitely not what it was like running the Haas when we were running it on 4S there. But we'll give it another pass. Again, full out. Handles really nice on those 2.8s. All right, let's see how we did. Hopefully you guys can see this. Hey, 50 miles an hour. I don't know what it's rated at, but stock, guys, motor, stock pinion, stock spur. I have not touched any of that, so the only thing really that's different on there right now is the tires. But there you go, 50 miles an hour. Now what we're gonna do, let's head back to the ramp. Definitely handles a lot better, just because obviously, you guys, the center of gravity is so low. The battery right now is sitting so low. As I say that, I flip it. You can definitely drive this a lot easier. You know, it wheelies for that first, you know, maybe let's say not even third of throttle, it'll wheelie like that. But then once you get on it, if you make it to, let's say, half throttle, which is right about there, I still get a little wheelie, but it's definitely a lot easier to handle. Oh, come on. Ah. Just realized I've got my TSM turned up. I don't usually do well with that up. Use it for doing the speed runs on the street, and that's about it. Definitely handles nice. It's very smooth. Whoa. Ugh. Jeez. What we're gonna do, guys, we're just gonna bring it up in the tailgate and take a look at it. All right, we got the truck, guys, back on the tailgate, looking it over. And you know, it's funny. First thing I noticed is, took it, you know, I had it sitting on the tailgate and I was like, oh, you know what, I'm just gonna up my suspension a little bit. It's kind of sagging a little bit. I usually like my drive shafts, you know, not to sit like that. I like them just to sit a little bit more like that. And I went to adjust them, and no, because we've got these things. Can't stand that. Honestly, Traxxas, for a truck that is priced the way it is, it's such an old platform. Well, not such an old platform, but let's face it, there's a lot of stuff in this truck that have been used in many other trucks. You know what, this platform, guys, Traxxas has paid for itself. Maybe you can start giving us some threaded shocks. It's not much to ask. Motor, it's got some heat. it could definitely be using a heatsink. Obviously, yeah, we were doing some speed runs. We are running the slightly bigger tires and stuff, but again, guys, these were only about 11 grams heavier, so not much. I actually weighed it before we came out here, and the stock, basically I added 2 stock wheels per tire. So these weigh 6 grams, or the stock ones, sorry, weigh 6 grams each. So 2 of these per tire. Not that much. Not crazy by any means. If you went and ran, you know, a big set of Prolines and the Badlands and the MX43s and the 38s and all that kind of stuff, when you change those out, they add quite a bit of weight. So this isn't too bad. But what we're going to do is we're going to keep hitting the jump. I might see if I can move it someplace else just to give you guys kind of a different shot. But so far, you know what, I'm going to say, guys, I'm pretty impressed. I've actually had a lot of fun with this thing since I've been out here. It is quick. You can feel, I feel like it's over geared. I feel like the pinion itself is maybe a little bit too tall for this, just because you can kind of see where the power comes on. And again, guys, with the temps, I didn't bring a temp gun, so I can't really get a nice accurate measurement, but yeah, I would definitely say this thing could use the fan, use the heatsink and the fan to definitely help. But anyways, we're gonna get back out there. Oh, jeez. Good old Traxxas clipless bodies. That was my fault. There was no throttle input there, guys. I just wanted to see how it would do, see how it would kind of stay in the air. So no correction, nothing like that. A little bit of brake. I feel like I should stop doing this before I break my daughter's truck. Even though she's going to be excited to see this. She's going to be excited to see the footage, because she's never seen it do this stuff before. Oh no! There we go. Ooh, my light bar. That's still good. You know, guys, I gotta say this. I really had no expectations for this truck at all. I've owned many two-wheel drive Rustlers. I've owned lots of, you know, slashes and all that kind of stuff. But you know what? I'm having a good time out here. You probably can tell that I've been running a lot of my smaller vehicles lately, just because I find they kind of give me a, I hate saying this, but not more enjoyment, but you just really have to be on them a lot more. Something like the Creighton EXB is such a tank. It takes such awesome abuse. Oh, come on. You know, X-maxx is kind of the same thing, where you come out with these little guys, and I don't know if, you know, I often wonder if Traxxas ever, you know, thought their vehicles would be doing, you know, high flying and stuff like that. If that's what they were thinking when they, you know, kind of built them and the engineers designed them and all that kind of stuff. Whee. Not that this is super high flying or anything, but if I had a wider ramp, I'd probably try harder. All right, this is going to be it for jumping. And yeah, you know what? I'm having a pretty good time with this out here. It definitely moves. It handles nice. And you know what? It's pretty enjoyable to drive. Whee! Whoa! Holy! Wow, it's definitely taking some abuse today, guys. All right, you know what? We've had a good time. It's still together. I'd like to bring home my daughter's truck in one piece. Let's get her back on the tailgate. All right, guys, hopefully you can hear me right now, just because the wind kind of picks up, and I know in one of my last videos it was super hard at one point to hear me. But Traxxas Rustler 4x4 VXL. Yes, I'm running slightly different tires. I've got the chassis brace on. I've got the light kit. But besides from that, we've got nothing done to the motor in the ESC. Still stock pinion, stock spur, stock horrible shocks. Well, I shouldn't really say horrible, just the fact that you have to use these stupid little collar things drives me crazy. But you know what? This was a quick rip and it was a lot of fun. I'm actually kind of surprised. This truck has been sitting on the shelf. It only comes out when my daughter drives it, and we've never pushed it. It's pretty much actually only ever seen training mode. So you know what? I'm kind of surprised, because after the Haas run, after that first Haas run, I've been really hesitant with these vehicles, with the Haas and the Rustler as well, just because I broke those bell cranks so, like, it was the second jump, I think. So I was really surprised today, because I was thinking to myself, I'm like, oh, I wonder how many jumps I'm going to take before the bell cranks break. But you know what? It held together. So it does really make me think that either just that set that I had maybe was flawed. Maybe there was, you know, either was just bad luck or they were flawed in some way. But anyways, guys, Traxxas Rustler VXL 4x4 surprisingly was fun today. I don't know what else to say. It stayed together. I took, you know, a few good flips. This thing does come with the newer version. I forget what they call them, Ultra HD or Super HD drive shafts. And you know what? Actually, that's something I've never pointed out on any of the videos that I've done for the Haas. Both the Haas and the Rustler are running those stock drive shafts. Now, again, they are the upgraded ones, but I have not broke one. And I've put them through a lot of fun. I would say a little bit of abuse, that's for sure. And they're still together. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. You know what? I know the price of the Traxxas ones are ridiculous, like the upgraded ones are ridiculous. So the fact that these ones are holding, the fact that they're holding up, and my Haas I even ran it on 4S. So you know what? That's pretty cool. Good job there, Traxxas. Just come on, enough of these. Seriously, enough of these. Anyways, guys, that's it. There'll be a couple of pics, but yeah, you know what? I'm actually kind of surprised. I kind of wish now that I've maybe was out with this truck a little bit more this summer. I definitely would have liked to kind of play with this a little bit better. I know I don't have my temp gun with me, but I always use kind of the rule that, you know, if you put your finger on the motor and you can't hold it there for a few seconds, that's probably a bad thing. And this is still pretty warm. So, and the ESC's got some heat. It's not as bad. It's more in the motor that seems to be where I'm getting the big temps from and all that stuff. But anyways, guys, thanks a lot for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up, please subscribe, and enjoy the pics.